Okay everyone, so welcome back. This is part 2. So we finished off with the rotator cuff exercise. Excellent. What we're now going to do is go into our next exercise that we're going to do standing up. Okay, so again, little review. Wherever you're sitting on the chair, right, to get out of that chair as easy as possible is you want to have your feet a little wider, your feet closer to the chair, your hands, okay, on your thighs, your upper body is nice and tall, you're leaning forward and you're putting your mind again into your muscle, the butt, the legs, the feet, okay? So pushing off, nice and strong, awesome. Okay, so again, we're gonna stand up. Now, if you need to, okay, you're gonna have that chair in front of you. Okay, I'm just gonna, again, for demonstration, have that to the side so you can see me. So we're gonna start with your left leg, okay? And the idea is we wanna use our hamstring muscles and our glutes. So I'm just going to turn to the side. That toe, I want you to drag on the floor. Squeeze your glute and come back. Okay? If you want to make this harder, you take the leg off the ground. Okay? And come back. So it's up to you, whatever you like to do. So it's either going to be along the ground, okay, or it's going to be in the air. So let's do 10 per side. Okay? Hanging on if we need to. Otherwise, we put our hands where we're most comfortable. Okay? Nice and tall. Here we go. 1. Come back in. Okay, left leg 2. If we're in the chair doing this, okay, you're just taking the leg underneath and squeezing your glute, okay? You're just bending your knee and you're taking that left leg underneath the chair, okay? And squeeze 5. Halfway. Nice soft leg we're standing on. 6. Hanging on if we need to. Be safe. 7. Okay. Maybe it's 2 fingers though. Maybe we're not gripping for dear life. Right? Okay, as I often say. So work for balance a little bit there, challenge yourself. And let's go one more, everyone. And straighten the leg, squeeze, and done. Good. Other side. Okay, so nice and tall. Again, do what you need to do. We're going to take that leg back. Okay, and forward. Okay, so skimming along the ground. Okay, if you need to have that little rest, right, make it less intense by having that weight supported on the ground, or making it a little harder by keeping that foot off. Okay, so it's up to you. Here we go, 5. And back in. Okay, let's go 6, squeeze. And bend the leg. And 7, straight. Nice and tall. What's your tummy doing? What's your tummy doing? Don't forget good posture. Right, shoulder blades back and down. There's 9. And one final one, you guys, whatever we can muster. Squeeze. And done. Good job. Okay, let's now take it to another exercise. So this is an exercise again that I call the scarecrow. So your base support, if you want to do this in the chair, that's fine, okay? But if you're standing, figure out what's safe and what's good for you, okay? So I'm going to just be here, so my ankles are underneath my hip bones, okay? If you want to work a little harder on balance, go a little bit more narrow, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Don't let me hold you back, okay? If you need more balance, you go wider, 1 foot, okay? But the action is our arms are going to be here, okay? So elbows a little bit lower than shoulders if we can. Our arms are going to move, okay? I'm just showing you. Our arms are moving. This is engaged. It's tight. It's if I was going to punch you in the gut, right? Which I never would do, right? And hopefully no one would do that. But if someone was, what would you do? You would clench. You wouldn't do this, okay? I don't want that action because that's not good for the spine, okay, per se, okay, in most cases. But you would tighten up. So that's what I want you to do, is I want you to hold your whole body really, really tight as you move those arms to the left and the right, okay, like so. So let's start with your left. We're going to do 10 in total, okay, nice and strong. Don't hold your breath. Here we go. So moving those limbs, 1. Nice and slow back, strong in the core. Here we go, 2. Beautiful. Okay, back to center. Again, softening the knees, 3. Keeping the shoulders down, so don't do this. Keep the shoulders down. Okay, let's go 4. Just those arms, strong, strong, strong. There's 5. Excellent work, you guys, coming back to center and squeeze. Let's go 6. Back to center and squeeze. Here's 7. We can, almost there, almost there. Keep generating force, keep generating force. Okay, meaning tightening up, don't let it go. Okay, all the way off to the side of those arms. Back to center, squeeze. And last one. and back to center, and where we start, and done. Shake it out, okay? If you did that true to form, as I say, if you put your mind into your muscle, you should feel a bit exasperated, right? You should feel like those back muscles are really tired, okay, if you did it right, okay? Okay, let's take it back to the floor, okay, or back to the ground, or back to our chair. Don't sit on the floor, okay, sit in a chair. And let's go into our next two combinations, okay? So almost there, you guys. Let's do our pinching the toonie, okay? So we've got a toonie. I used to always call this a penny, but pennies aren't worth anything these days, so I've graduated to a toonie. So we're gonna pretend that we have a toonie between our heels, okay? So your feet are together. If your toes, if the forefoot kind of deviates, that's okay. Really what I wanna do is I wanna capture your glute muscles, right? Your 3 gluteal muscles. So our stabilizers, our buttocks, our butt cheeks. So if you can have your feet, whole foot together, wonderful, but don't drop that toonie. Whatever you do, don't drop that toonie, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Okay, hands can go wherever they may. And I want you to squeeze that toonie, okay? And release. Okay, that's about it. That's all you gotta do, right? Is putting your mind into your muscle. Ready? Let's go for 10. Squeeze and release. Okay, squeeze, pinch that toonie, okay, and release. Try not to do this, okay? Try not to go up and down so much, but go more in, okay, and release, okay? Squeeze that toonie, okay? Hold that toonie between your heels, right? Picture you've got that toonie between your heels, and maybe you're trying to pick that toonie up, okay? Don't really pick it up, but just go in. Okay, excellent work, you guys. Let's just do a few more. Squeeze, 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 and release. And again, squeeze, 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 and release. And one last one. Okay, give it all you got. Squeeze, 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 nice and strong, and release. Beautiful. Okay, our chicken wing. We're gonna grab our band. And again, this is my funny name for these exercises. I call this a chicken wing because it's a progression from our tricep press down. So you're going to grab your band, like cut it in half. Okay, you're going to take it across your heart. You want to make sure that you're clearing the face, okay, as we often say, right? So you want to put your hand on the opposite shoulder, right? Let the tails just hang. And you have an option. You can grab one tail or you can grab both to make it harder, okay? With this exercise, I like just grabbing one tail. So this is an exercise that you've done before probably, right? We pushed straight down. If you want to make this harder, I call this the chicken wing, is your elbow won't be beside you. It's gonna be kind of right out to the side, okay? So it's not touching your body, it's gonna be just kind of hanging in the air. And that will involve the shoulder a bit more, so it's gonna be a little bit more intense, okay? So if you can, let's be right here today, and we're gonna go for 10. So nice and tall, tighten your belly up, and let's go. Straighten that arm, bend, okay? Straighten that arm, 2, and bend. Okay, let's go for 3, good, and breathe it out, 4, excellent, here's 5, and bend, 6, if it's too intense, bring her right in, okay? No problem being right there, okay? But I just want to show some levels here. 8, let's try for 2 more, 9, shoulders down, long neck, 10, and done. Excellent, okay? Now other side. So again, just cutting the band in half, clearing your face, putting your hand on the opposite shoulder. Do the same what you did there, okay? And that's going to be from you grabbing one tail, okay? And I didn't specify, but you want to grab that tail where you've got nice long stretch, right? You don't want to be too down, too low on the band where you don't have really a lot of range of motion, right? So come as high as you can, everyone, right? To make sure you've got a nice big range of motion in that elbow joint that you're going to be using a lot of the tricep. Okay? Okay. So nice and tall. Again, chicken wing. So elbow to the side a little bit. Nice and tall. Here we go. 1. Okay, let's go for 2. Good job. Here we go, 3. Okay, press out 4. Let's go 5. Okay, we're straightening that arm, we're bending the elbow 6, right? We're straightening that arm, we're bending the elbow 7, okay? And modify if you need to, bring that elbow in, okay? We've got 2 more, or sit a rep or 2, right? Make it your own, and done. Excellent game, okay? So the band is gonna go down, okay? Our next one we're gonna do is gonna be our last combination. We're gonna do that in the chair, okay? So we're gonna do our obliques. So what I'd like you to do is take your right hand and place it on your left knee. And I just want you to try to lift up that leg as you push down. So I want to have kind of a conflicting force there. So you're going to try to lift that leg up, but your arm is not going to let you. Okay, and really that's stemming all the way from our core. Okay, so again, it's going to look like this for a couple seconds, and then we'll switch. Okay, so nice and strong in the core, a little rotation, right? Keep it minute, keep it small, but really activate those side muscles. Okay, okay everyone, so nice and tall, ready, here we go. Push, push, push on left, good. Okay, switch sides. You're trying to lift that leg, but you're holding it down. Okay, use your belly, good, switch. Again, okay, strong, strong, don't let that leg come up. And other side. Okay, so you're lifting, but you're pushing, you're lifting, but you're pushing, good, switch off again. Lift and push, lift and push, lift and push, beautiful. Okay, lift and push, lift and push. Don't let it come up though, don't let it come up. Give me 4 more. Okay, lift and push, yes, nice and tall, nice and tall. Okay, use your trunk. Other side, lift, 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 push it down. Excellent. Okay, final 2 everyone. Here we go, we can do it, we can do it. And last one, lift and push, lift and push. Don't let that leg come up. And done. Whew. Okay. Hopefully you felt it here as I did. You might have even felt it in your back, okay? Because those 2 guys, right, are your stabilizers of your trunk, right? Abs in the front and back muscles in the back of the spine. Okay, our final one is going to be doing a little bit of a coordination type move, using again our brain. So I'm going to take it back to our ankles, okay, and I want you to pick up that left ankle and I want you to go clockwise, and it's important that you're actually now focusing on the direction, okay? So I want you to go clockwise with the ankle, and I want you to take up that opposite arm, and I want you to go counterclockwise. Okay, do you feel that this is hurting the brain? Okay, so opposite directions, opposite directions. Now I want you to pause, and I want you to reverse. Okay, so now you're going clockwise with the wrist, and you're going counterclockwise with your ankle. Okay, and you're sitting up nice and tall. Don't let your form be compromised. Okay, just because I know we're using a lot more of this, nice and tall. Okay, good. Let's do a couple more circles there, and last one, game. Excellent. Okay, have to throw that hard one in there at the end, didn't I? Okay, other direction first with our leg. Okay, so give me clockwise. Okay, with our right foot, clockwise with the ankle joint. Okay, and then with that wrist, let's go counter. Okay, we have to really think about that, don't we? Okay, and we probably notice that one side of limbs are easier to perform than the other, right? Okay, that's quite common, right? With coordination, we're stronger with one side. Let's put on the brakes there, okay, before I get myself carried away, and let's reverse it. So now we're going clockwise with our wrist and counterclockwise with our ankle, and we're sitting up nice and tall. Okay, as we're thinking about so many other things here, we tend to lose form, okay, until that becomes our kind of default position, right, until those muscles get stronger. So nice and tall, let's go 3, 2, and last one, done. Beautiful work, you guys, okay? Sorry I had to throw that hard one at the end, but they can't all be easy, right? Wink, wink, wink. Let's now stretch. So what I'd like you to do, if you were at the front, as I was, we're gonna now just go to the back, okay? I want you to give yourself a little bit of back rest there, so we're not working as hard on those trunk muscles. And I want you just to take those arms up by the ears, okay? And I just want you to pull those elbows back. So just stretching out the chest there. Excellent, okay? Nice and tall, beautiful. And now I just want you to take those arms down to the side, okay? Leaning forward, and I want you to just take your arm behind, okay? So just taking one arm behind, slightly leaning forward so your arm can go behind you. We're gonna get a nice stretch there in the shoulder, okay? Good. And palms forward, and now the other arm goes behind your back, okay? Good. And nice and tall, excellent. Okay. And hands down. Let's now actually go to the front. Okay, we're going to do our hamstring stretch. So let's take our left leg out. So leg is straight. Lift your chest, support, and go down. okay? All the way, keeping the leg nice and straight, toes up, and the knee is soft, okay? Our last few minutes here, we're gonna be doing our stretches, obviously. We wanna always end class or exercise, whatever we're doing, with static stretches, right? Okay, pull that leg back in, switching off, other leg out, nice and tall, leaning forward, okay? And again, supporting, making sure that we've got a long, flat back, whatever your long, flat back looks like, right? Okay, good. And let's now take that straight leg, start at your ankle, okay? Work it up. If you can go above the knee, wonderful, okay? But don't sit on the knee. So you might be below the knee, you might be down here, that's fine, but take it to whatever that joint will allow, okay? It's end point, as I usually say. So you're gonna lift and you're gonna lean, okay? Like so. Breathing out as we get into that stretch, okay? Good work, everyone. Coming up and switching off. Okay, so again, starting at our ankle, work your way up, take it to its end point, okay? Lift and let's lean, okay? And holding it there. And again, you might find, okay, that you've got two different ranges of motions, right, in our hip joints, okay? And that's very common. And coming up, excellent. Let's focus on our calf here. So I want you to just take one foot in front, one foot behind, okay? So nice and tall, hanging on the chair if you need to. I just want you to run those feet along the ground, sitting tall and pressing the back heel in the ground. So we're gonna get our soleus there. So I wanna just push that back heel in the ground, nice and strong. You should feel it right here in the back foot, okay, the back ankle. Okay, and switching off. So that leg now comes in front. Run your feet along the ground, okay, make sure the back heel is in contact. You're not gonna get a stretch if that heel's up, so you might be right here, pushing down. Okay, again, whatever kind of range of motion and how loose and mobile, how much mobility you have in that ankle joint will decipher how far you go back under the chair, okay? Okay, and good working, and coming up. I'm just gonna now take it to the side, okay, so make sure that you're gonna hang on to the back of the chair for support. Okay, that front leg, by hanging on, is going to just drop. So you want to take that knee down towards the floor and you want to run that leg back. Now again, depending on how much give you have in this area, your leg might be back as far as mine, it might be a little bit more forward. Okay, it might be right here. But whatever you can do, you should feel a stretch in that front hip and maybe the thigh as well. Okay, I'm going to hold that position. Good. Come back in. And let's now turn to the other side. Okay, so one unit, be very safe in that back there, hanging on. Okay, you're gonna now take this knee down. Again, different range, different joint, different range of motion. Run that leg back, hold it right there. Okay, nice and tall. Excellent. Okay, good job, everyone. We're almost there. We just got a couple more stretches. And coming in, okay, turning to the front again, okay. Let's now take those arms in front, okay, palms up, and I just want you to focus on that left hand to the left shoulder, okay. Take the elbow up to the ceiling and just gently push, okay, so get a nice stretch in that tricep. Okay, stretching should feel good, so hopefully you felt no pain during this, okay, during the stretches and during the workout in itself. Arms in front, other hand, brush your hair, okay. Elbow points to the ceiling and gently push up. Okay, I didn't specify that a lot in this video, but yes, be mindful of that we should be feeling no more pain when we're doing exercises, right? I know some of us come in feeling pain and discomfort, but we should not be feeling any pain doing any of the exercises that I'm showing you. Okay, hands down, hands to our lap. Actually, let's take it to the side, round the shoulders back. Okay, round the shoulders back, big shoulder rolls, and we'll finish up with a deep breath. Here we go. Exhale, wiggle those fingers down, everyone, and we are finished. This is a 40-minute class, as you know. If you feel like you wanted a little bit extra, please rewind, and you can do them all over again, because we only did one set. If you feel like you've had a good workout and you feel a little bit fatigued and a little bit of discomfort, that's wonderful. That's what you need to feel. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, be kind out there, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.